Because there are so many English speakers who've come, and you've all been very patient listening to us jump back and forth, I have a little piece that is translated from a later part of the book. And this is a story that Tarmat's mother tells him, Norrie's mother tells him. And it's about a little girl called Mary Ann who contracts smallpox and survives but is badly scarred. And because she now has all these horrible scars on her face, she is told, and she accepts, that no man is ever going to marry her, and she's just going to have to stay in the village all her life looking after other people's children. And that's basically the end of it. But the one great talent that she has is that she can sing. And she becomes quite well known locally for singing. And her friends and neighbours know that if they just close their eyes and blot out her ugly face, they might be able to believe that the singer is as beautiful as the song. And then one day, a group of travelling players comes to town, and the villagers have never seen anything like this. This doesn't happen in their town, but they have acrobats and performers and musicians and all sorts of things, and this is what happens. Well, there was a man in the troupe who was blind. He couldn't see at all, but he could play any kind of instrument. And in the show, he played the fiddle and the pipes and the accordion and a dozen other instruments. There wasn't a single person who remained unimpressed by his skill. He asked everyone to join in the choruses, and though they didn't know the songs, the villagers did their best, and that included Mary Ann, who encouraged the children she was looking after to sing along too. As soon as the blind man heard Mary Ann's voice, he stopped. His fingers froze on the accordion keys, and he listened. "Who is that?" he said. "I've never heard a more beautiful voice in all my life." She was bashful, but Mary Ann couldn't escape as her neighbours encouraged her, pushing and pulling her through the crowd until she was standing on the stage beside the man, and she could hear somebody in a faraway voice, like something heard in a dream, saying that she was the best singer in the village and she was going to sing a song. The blind man stretched out his hand, and Mary Ann took hold of it. He asked her, "So what are you going to sing?" She wasn't sure, because people in the audience were shouting out the titles of their favourite songs, and she was trembling with fear. But the blind man pulled her closer, his hand warm and firm on hers, and he whispered to her, "Don't listen to them. Listen to your heart. What do you want?" Mary Ann took a deep breath and began to sing. And some of the audience were still laughing and shouting, but before she'd finished the first line, they fell silent and listened, because her song was so beautiful. It was as if she had cast a spell on them. "What song did she sing?" Norrie asked. "I don't know, darling. A song she learned from the old folk, I suppose. A love song? A song about a man going off to war and a woman longing for him to come home? Or about a fisherman whose sweetheart waits at home praying for his safe return? A song like all the other songs we know. A sad song, then." Of course it was a sad song. They're the best ones.